Namaste friends. In today's final punch KCET 2020 series, chemical bonding, the very important chapter which I am going to discuss. First we'll see synopsis part. So, first one, ionic bond or electrovalent bond. So remember, ionic bond is nothing but complete transfer of electron. So, ionic bond formation favored by, remember, low ionization energy of the cation, high negative electron gain enthalpy of the anions, remember, of anion here, and high lattice energy. So lattice energy is nothing but the energy released during the formation of 1 mole of the ionic crystal. So smaller the ionic size, very important point, remember, smaller the ionic size, lesser is the inter-ionic distance, nothing but bond length in covalent bond, what you can call it as. Here we call it as inter-ionic distance. So more will be the lattice energy, very important point. Smaller the ionic size, lesser is the inter-ionic distance, more will be the lattice energy. So lattice energy order you can say LiF more than LiCl Bri because lithium and fluorine smaller size. Similarly, Ag is same but fluorine is smaller, larger, very large. So like this, remember, because of this reason AgF is having more lattice energy, like that MgO more than CaO, CF2 more than CaCl2, like that. That is lattice energy order, remember that. Then some characteristics. We know that ionic compounds will have a non-directional property, hence there is no stereoisomerism, there is no hybridization. Highly soluble in inorganic solvents and insoluble in the organic solvents, remember that. Do not conduct electricity in the solid state, but solution they are good conductor, and also in molten state, remember. And also in molten state also it can conduct good conductivity. And high melting and boiling point than covalent compound, very important, remember. This is about ionic bond. Next we'll say covalent bond. Covalent bond is nothing but mutual sharing of electrons. Fajon's rule first we'll say. Fajon's rule explains that covalent character in the ionic bond. See, smaller the size of the cation, larger is its polarizing power. So, which means it is the ability of the cation to attract the anion electrons towards itself. That is polarizing power, greater will be the covalent nature. For example, LiCl to NaCl, remember, LiCl, lithium is smaller the cation, smaller size, Cl is same, smaller cation, polarizing power is more, hence LiCl is covalent in nature compared to NaCl. Which means covalent percentage is more in the LiCl. Similarly, larger the size of anion, greater is its polarizability, more is the covalent nature. See, iodide, size is more. Hence, Na is having more polarizability, which means ability to undergo polarization. So, hence remember, this will have more covalent nature than NaF. And one thing you remember, there is no 100% ionic bond. There is a covalent bond which may be 100%. But ionic bond, there is no 100% ionic bond. So, another rule is that higher the charge, more is the polarizing power and polarizability. Higher the charge. For example, aluminum 3+, higher the charge. So, greater the polarizing ability, so polarizing power, higher the charge of the anion, see iodine, I-, higher the charge. So definitely polarizability is more. So this is the order. Like this, Fajon's rule explains that the covalent percentage in the ionic character. So if electronegativity is given and if they ask you to calculate ionic nature, what you have to do? You have to use the formula percentage of ionic nature is equal to 16 into Xa minus Xb plus 3.5 into Xa minus Xb whole square. Remember this formula in classification of elements also have written. So for the reference you can see that also. Xa is electronegativity of A, Xb is electronegativity of B. Remember one thing, as electronegative difference between A and B increases, covalent nature decreases. So definitely electronegative difference increases, ionic nature increases, hence covalent nature decreases. Remember that point. Then dipole moment. Dipole moment is nothing but electric charge into bond length. So unit is d by unit, d by. So molecule with mu is equal to 0 are non-polar molecule. Remember, molecules with mu is equal to 0, dipole moment is equal to 0 are called as what? Polar molecules. Sorry, non-polar molecules. Non-polar molecules. Remember that. Example nodi. Diatomic molecules of some same element are non-polar. See, O2, N2, Cl2, all these are non-polar. Or symmetrical polyatomic molecules are non-polar. For example, mu is equal to 0 because the bond moments are going to cancel with each other. So remember that point. So for example, here CO2 here there is a bond moment, here there is a bond moment. So bond moment in this case it is indicated like this, remember, arrow mark. So this indicates more electronegative atom. This is towards more electronegativity and this is toward less electronegativity. So when I draw this, remember, like this, so this is equal and opposite. Because of that reason, these two cancel and this molecule is non-polar. That is mu is equal to 0. Similarly, this one. So tetrahedral shape, all the molecules are non-polar. So trigonal planar, all the molecules are non-polar. Like this, remember, octahedral shape, all the molecules are non-polar. Like this. So mu is equal to 0, that is polar, non-polar. Then diatomic molecules which difference in electronegativity is present, all these are polar. That is mu is not equal to 0. For example, you see HF 1.9, HCl 1.03, HBr 0.79. All these are diatomic. Here they are diatomic but with dipole moment 0. Here they are not 0 because electronegative difference is there. Remember one thing, as electronegative difference increases, dipole moment increases. Very, very important point. See HF 1.9, H2 1.8 for NH3 1.46. Hydrogen is same but oxygen, fluorine and nitrogen you see. So fluorine is highest, so oxygen, then nitrogen, so decreases. Then remember in benzene ring, greater the dipole moment, greater is its symmetry. If symmetry is more, remember, so greater is its, asymmetry, very important. If asymmetry is more, but dipole moment will be more. For example, para position, what happens is, dipole moment will be least because it is having symmetry. Symmetry, if it is there, remember, dipole moment is going to cancel. Because of that reason, say, trans isomer is having symmetry. We know that mu is equal to 0, but cis isomer is mu is not equal to 0. More than 0, it's always. So hence, ortho, meta and para position, if you consider, para is least, ortho is most and meta is in between. Then how to calculate percentage of ionic character if dipole moment is given? Remember this formula that is actually in CET not necessary, but remember that percentage of ionic character from dipole moment can be calculated as mu experimental divided by mu theoretical into 100. Mu experimental, nothing but, so experimentally when we calculate. Theoretical means whatever the value they will give, from that what you have to calculate. One example I have taken, see. Find the percentage of ionic nature of the diatomic molecule having dipole moment 1.98 D and bond length 0.92. So Q is given, D by unit means 10 to the power minus 8 ESU, electrostatic unit, centimeter is given. Fine. Mu experiment is how much given? 1.98. What they have given, that is experimental. Now you calculate theoretical. Q into D. Q value, remember, given 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 10. So charge into distance is nothing but theoretical. So dipole moment. So hence, so here D is given density, distance, 0.92 angstrom minute, but centimeter it is there, D by, hence I will convert it into centimeter, minus 8 centimeter. Calculate, you will get 4.42. So mu, a percentage of ionic nature is equal to experimental divided by theoretical. So experimental is 1.98, theoretical is 4.42, hence the answer is 44.8%. See, like this you are going to get. But for NEET it is CET, don't worry about this. Then coordinate covalent bond or dative bond. There is nothing but coordinate bond, sharing of electron from only one atom. So more about this already we have discussed in the coordination compound chapter. So in the second POC part, if you have not seen, so description, the link is given, so you can go for that. Sharing of electron from only one atom. Electron donors are called as Lewis base, electron acceptors are called as Lewis acid. So remember, NH3 plus H plus is Lewis acid, NH3 is Lewis base, so we are going to get NH4 plus formation like this. This is coordinate or covalent bond. Yes, very important concept, valence bond theory. So valence bond theory, we know that sigma bond is formed by axial overlapping, pi bond is formed by sidewise overlapping or lateral overlapping. Always remember, sigma bond is stronger than pi bond. Sigma bond, SS, SP, PP, all these are axial overlapping. But pi bond only PP overlapping, so sideways overlapping. Because wherever S is there, remember, you cannot see lateral overlapping because S orbital is present along all the three axes, remember. But P, what happens is along the axis. So when it is along the axis, lateral overlapping is possible. But S orbital is spherical. Because of that reason, lateral overlapping is not at all possible. Pi bond is formed by only PP overlapping. Then this point, very, very important. Remember, hybridization. Hybridization, if it is SP. One thing you remember, for hybridization, I have made a separate video on this. Separate video. Already I have done this. I will give the link in the description box. Please see that video. Very, very helpful for the competitive exams. Yes. SP means what all the orbitals involved? Remember 1s and 1p. sp2 means 1s and 2p. sp3 means 1s and 3p. sp3d means 1s 3p. Remember d means which d orbital is involved? dz square. Remember this. sp3d2 means 1s 3p 2d. 2d means which d orbital? dx square y square and dz square. sp3d3 1s 3p 3d. 3d means which one is involved? dxy dyz dzx. Remember this part if you are interested in NEET. Remember, NEET level question can be asked on this part. Hybridization. Already I have done this. Once again I will tell you. Half into V plus M minus C plus A. This formula you have to use to calculate hybridization. Valence electron. V means M is monovalent atom, C cationic charge, A is anionic charge. If H value 2 sp, 3 sp2, 4 sp3, 5 sp3d, 6 sp3d2, 7 sp3d3. So how you calculated? For example, 3 means remember 1s, 2p. So total 3. Like that. Detailed video I have done on this. Please see that video and come back to this particular chapter. Then VSEPR theory. VSEPR theory depending on, remember, lone pair bond pair concept. So always remember in any molecule, geometry depending on the number of bond pairs and lone pairs of electron present on the central atom. So if there is a lone pair and bond pair, remember, if lone pair repulsion is more than the lone pair repulsion and bond pair repulsion. So remember, repulsion order it is. This is the order of repulsion. Remember, repulsion order like this. So, lone pair repulsion, lone pair repulsion, bond pair repulsion. Then, this table, very important, remember. So, how this structure is going to change, I will tell you. If hybridization is sp, 2 bond pair if it is present, 0 lone pair, linear structure with 180 degree. These are all the examples, SCO2, BF2, C2, S2, like that. If it is sp2, bond pair is 3, then lone pair 0. Two possibility here. Bond pair 3, lone pair 0, trigonal planar, standard structure. Wherever you will see lone pair 0, they are all standard structures, remember, for this hybridization. Then wherever you will see some lone pair, that is the change in the standard structure to the another shape. So, trigonal planar, these are all the examples. If another possibility is what? 2, 1, 3, 0, 2, 1. One lone pair if it is present, V shape or bent shape. Remember NO2 minus, SO2, SnCl2. These are all the example. So, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು famous example ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, famous example. Remember, so that is here CO2, here SO3, here SO2. See, BF3 can easily calculate. But remember this SO2, very, very important. V shape molecule. So, bond angle 120 degree. Here it is less than 120 degree. Important is this. See, sp3. 4 bond pair 0. 3 options. 4, 0, 3, 1, 2, 2. Right? 4, 0 tetrahedral standard structure. So many structures you can name. CH4, SiH4, SO4, 2 minus, NH4 plus, CCl4, SiF4, XCO4, NiCO4. All this. Remember, very important. But when it is 3, 1, famous example, ammonia. When it is 3, 1, pyramidal shape. Remember, pyramidal shape means 1 lone pair, 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair, 3 bond pair. 107 degree. Then here almost 105 degree it is. So 2 when it is there V shape bent, H2O, H2S, OF2. V shape bent, remember H2O, H2S and OF2. So very simple. sp3 tetrahedral. Tetrahedral means standard 4, 0. 4 bond pair, 0 lone pair. 3, 1. 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair, pyramidal. 2 bond pair, 2 lone pair, V shape. Remember that. Then hybridization. DsP2 if it is there, only one option, 4, 0. That 2 covalent bond having DsP2 is very, very less. Hence I have taken coordinate complex, remember. So 4, 0 square planar, this is the only option. But this is important. sp3d there are 4 options, see. 4 options. One is 5, 0 standard trigonal bipyramidal. PCl5 is the best example, remember. Then 4, 1. Bond pair 4, lone pair 1, very, very important. Seesaw shape. Remember this example. Taleli fix agbidli. Whenever you see SF4 anywhere, this is seesaw shape. Very famous, very important. Seesaw shape. Then 3, 2. Bond pair 3, lone pair 2. T shape, remember. Bond pair 3, lone pair 3. T shape or bent T shape also we will call it as ClF3, IF3. See, for all this hybridization, how to calculate, already I have done the video, I told you, please see that. Then 2, 3, when bond pair 2, lone pair 3, it is linear structure. So I3 minus XCF2. So remember sp3 hybridization. Then sp3 D2 hybridization, this D2 should be here, right, D2. So sp3d2 hybridization, 3 options. One is a 6-0, 6 bond pair, 0 lone pair. 5-1, 5 bond pair, 1 lone pair. 4-2, 4 bond pair, 2 lone pair. See, octahedral standard structure, SF6 is the best example. Square pyramidal, see 5-1 means square pyramidal, ICL5, BRF5, IF5, XCO4. Square pyramidal is the shape only when if you have 1 lone pair, remember 1 lone pair. So if it is 4-2, 4-2, bond pair 4, lone pair 2, square planar, XCF4, ICL4 minus like that. See, which means if you know that bond pair, lone pair, then you can easily tell. Remember this particular shapes, 6-0 octahedral, 5-1 square pyramidal, 4-2 square planar. So, then finally sp3d3. sp3d3 only 2 options. One is 7-0, 6-1. 7-0 pentagonal bipyramidal. Standard structure IF7 is the best example. IF7 is the best example. Remember, it is not minus. Only IF7 is the best example. Then bond pair 6, lone pair 1, 6-1. Distorted octahedral XCF6 is the best example for this. sp3d3. So once again you go through this. So very, very important. Remember this point. So if you want colorful all these notes, remember. So I have given the link in the description box for the Telegram. So you have to download this Telegram app in your mobile and join me in the Telegram so that you are going to get all these colorful notes. There you can refer again and again and again. Otherwise video also you can see and refer. Very important chapter. These points you have to know. Then bond parameters. See. Bond parameter, bond length, first of all. Bond length is inversely proportional to atomic size. Gothirli. Atomic size as it increases, bond length decreases. Bond energy. Bond energy is nothing but energy required to break the bond. So bond energy, bond length inversely related. If bond length increases, bond energy decreases. See, bond energy is also dependent on greater the electronegativity difference, greater the electronegativity difference, greater is the bond polarity. Correct? Greater the bond polarity, greater is the bond strength. Remember, greater is the bond strength. So, greater is the bond strength and greater is the bond energy. So, for example, HF is having greater bond energy because HF having more difference in the electronegativity. Because of that reason, the bond strength is more than HCl, than HBr, than HI. Very, very important point. Remember. Then bond angle. Bond angle depends on repulsion. Bond angle between two bonds, remember. So minimum 3 atoms are required here, triatomic. So remember 3 atoms are required. In hybridization, as S character increases, bond angle increases. Remember that point. S character as it increases, bond angle increases. For example, sp3, sp2, sp. sp3 S character 25%. So bond angle is 107. Then it becomes 120. Then it becomes 180. So S character increases, bond angle increases. Then bond order, very important. Bond order is nothing but number of bonds present between atoms. For example, N2, N triple bond, N. 3 bond order, O to O double bond, O. 2 double bond order, 2 order like that. Bond order may be the fraction also, that I will tell you in the next. So bond order and bond length and bond energy, how they are related? Remember this point, fix this point in your mind. Bond order inversely proportional to bond length and bond order directly proportional to bond energy. So remember, as the number of bonds increases, bond strength increases. When bond strength increases, bond length decreases. Bond length decreases, bond order increases. So very important, this part you have to remember. Then resonance means what? Resonance is nothing but delocalization of the lone pairs or 5 bond pairs within the molecule results in the resonance. So only the condition is for that conjugated system is needed. So for example, ozone molecule, O double bond, O single bond. So O single bond, O double bond. There is a resonance, we call it as, so delocalization of the electron. But very important is, because of the resonance, bond length become equal. Fix this point in your mind. Wherever in the some questions, if the question is asked like, out of the following, what is the correct reason bond lengths are equal? That is resonance. Close your eyes and select the options. No doubt in it. Very important. Remember, as a result of resonance, bond order going to change. So very important. Once again, this is the concept of NEET. I can bet you in CET, they will not ask any question on this. Yes. Bond order means what? See, if there is a resonating structures, how to calculate bond order? I will give you an example. So, total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structures divided by total number of resonating structure. What is bond order? If there is a resonance, in molecules having resonance, remember, total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structures, total number of resonating structure. I have taken example of benzene because everyone will understand very easily. See, bond order is equal to, see, benzene is having only 2 resonating structure. Correct? Total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structures. What I will do is, I will consider these two atoms, these two atoms, these two atoms. So these two atoms, you can see one single bond is there. Correct? One single bond, one double bond is there. One double bond means two bonds. So 2. So 2 plus 1, 3. Total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structure is 3 here. 3 divided by 2. Answer is 1.5. You are not understood? Don't worry. Next question you can see. See, carbonate ion CO3 2 minus ion having 3 resonating structure. Correct? 3 resonating structure. Now we consider bond between any two atoms in the or all the resonating structure. For example, I will consider these two. See, these two bonds are there, right? So I have written 2 here. Now, same consider these two. Say, because only one bond you have to consider, this bond. I will consider this bond. 1 and 2 carbon. 1 carbon, 2, second number is oxygen, right? 1, 2. Double bond is there, 2. Here one bond is there, see, 1. Correct? 1. Then here one bond is there, see, 1. See, total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structures. Remember, all the structure you have to consider. 2 bond here, 1 bond here, 1 bond here. Total bond is 4. Total resonating structure is 3. So 1.33 is the answer here. If you have not understood this, next go to another example. See, O3, ozone. See, I will consider any two atom, 1 and 2. So 2 resonating structure, 1, 2, 2 plus 1. Total 3 by 2, 1.5 is the resonating, the bond order of this molecule. Like this, you can calculate polyatomic molecules bond order if they exhibit resonance. Remember that point. Very important. Then we'll move to molecular orbital theory. Molecular orbital theory is also very, very important. Remember. So atomic orbitals combine to form 2 types of molecular orbitals. Always remember, atomic orbitals combine to form 2 types of molecular orbital. But the condition for the atomic orbitals to combine is same energy and same symmetry. Remember this. Very important. Same energy and same symmetry. Which means oneness combined with oneness possibility is there. Which means oneness combined with 2s not possible. Which means, remember, 2px combined with 2py possible? No, because symmetry is different. Energy is same, 2p, 2p. But x and y symmetry is different. Along x-axis and y-axis. So it is not possible. If it is considered 2px and 2px possible, yes. So remember this point. It was asked once in the CET exam. I will show you the question. Then, bonding molecular orbital, remember, less energy, anti-bonding, more energy. Bonding stable, it is less stable, more stable, less stable. Indicated as sigma and pi, it is indicated sigma star and pi star. Remember, it favors bond formation. It does not favor bond formation. It does not favor bond formation. Remember that. Now, increasing order of the molecular orbital, I will consider. So remember, all these are according to Aufbau principle, you can say. Then electrons we are going to fill according to Pauli's principle and Hund's rule. So remember that point. So increasing order of molecular orbitals for more than 14 electron system, important, very important. More than 14 electron system, example, remember, example, if it is O2, if it is F2, see O2, oxygen 8, 2 electron elements are there, 16, to more than 14, F2, 18, more than 14, so. For that, remember, very, very important point is, sigma 1s less than sigma star 1s. Less than sigma 2s, less than sigma star 2s. But less than sigma 2pz, less than pi 2px and pi 2py. Why it is equal? Equal means energy is equal. Less than pi star 2px equal to pi star 2py. Why it is equal? Energy is equal. Sigma star 2pz. Very important. Increasing order of molecular orbital for less than or 14 electron system, less than or equal to 14 electron system. For example, N2, C2, B2. For all this. Remember this point. Sigma 1s less than sigma star 1s, less than sigma 2s, less than sigma star 2s, no difference. But here there is a difference. Sigma 2pz and pi 2px, pi 2py. It is interchanged in less than or equal to 14. First it comes pi 2px, pi 2py, then sigma 2pz. Remember this point. Very, very important. See, more than 14 electron system, remember, sigma 2pz first, then pi 2px, pi 2py. Remaining everything same. Less than or equal to 14, first it comes pi 2px, pi 2py, then sigma 2pz. Then Hund's rule follows what? So remember, when it comes to equal energy, you have to fill 1, 1, 1, 1. You cannot fill 2, 2. So remember that point. Then bond order, how to calculate? Bond order calculated by NB minus NA divided by 2. NB means number of electrons in the bonding orbital. Bonding orbital means what? Orbitals, remember, without star. So this is orbitals with star. Andre electrons wherever it is present with star it is antibonding, without star it is bonding. See, if NB is more than NA, remember, if NB is more than NA, bond is stable. Remember that point. Remember, if NB is equal to NA or if NB is less than NA, molecule, remember, molecule does not exist. Molecule does not exist at all. Remember this point. So, bond order and stability already we have seen. Bond order directly proportional to stability. Bond order directly proportional to bond energy. Bond order inversely proportional to bond length. Why this is required is that sometime question can be asked on bond length. They will give some molecules bond length, but for that you know bond order. You have to know bond order. So bond energy they can ask, but you have to know bond order. Because bond order calculation is theoretical. Bond length or bond energy calculation is, remember, stability calculation is experimental. In exam hall when the question is given, we have only one factor with us, bond order. Hence bond order calculation very important, remember. Hence you remember this formula, NB minus NA divided by 2, and this, how to fill this orbital, this you have to remember. Fine. Now, this is the one table, what you have to remember, very important, very simple. See, molecule I have taken hydrogen. Configuration is what? Hydrogen, how many total electron? 2. How to calculate? 1 hydrogen 1, 2 hydrogen 2. Very simple. So, sigma 1s2 is the configuration. So, 2 electrons are there. In all these molecular orbital, you can fill only 2 electrons only. Per orbital, 2. Remember, 2 see, there is no star, hoda? So, 2, 0, 2 minus 0 divided by 2, diamagnetic is 1. Diamagnetic. Why it is diamagnetic? Very simple. There is no unpaired electrons. Diamagnetic. There is unpaired electron. Paramagnetic. See. So, there is unpaired electron 1 here. Kanasta idea? 1. So, see, H2 plus if I take sigma 1s1 because you the 1 electron. H2 means 2 electron. H2 plus means you remove 1 electron become 1. So, that 1 electron present in NB. NB minus NA divided by 2 is 0.5. So, bond order 0.5. So, paramagnetic. So, basics ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. He2 sigma 1s2 sigma star 1s2 because total electron in He2 is 4, helium is 2, so 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So remember, in this case it is 4. NB is 2, Na is 2, 2, 2, star 2 without star 2, so 2, 2. So 0, remember, is not infinity, don't confuse with that. 0 does not exist. 0, 0 I have written. See, Be2, why it is does not exist? See, because sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, because 8 electrons are there. You will fill electrons like this. Then remember, 4 minus 4, it is same, NB and Na, so does not exist, 0. Then very important, B2 you see. B2. So configuration when I write KK means what? Remember, sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, remaining everywhere, not necessary to write. You can write, no problem at all, but only valence shell we are going to write. These are all valence shell configuration. So KK means K shell. K shell in which 1s orbitals are there, correct? So K shell, KK, 1s2. If you don't want to write KK, no problem at all, leave it. You start writing from sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2 only. No problem at all. Nobody will ask you. But however, it is very important how to calculate bond order. So remember, now valence electrons are 6 I will write. Why I will write 6? Because KK I will not consider. Because in KK what happens? 2, 2 equal. So bond order get cancelled. 0 it is. So leave it. So hence 2, 2, 1, 1. You can start from here also, no problem. Then when you will get here instead of 2 you will get 10. 10. So instead of 4 you will get plus 2, 6. Here you will get 4. So 6 minus 4 is nothing but 4 minus 2 is nothing but equal to 1. Paramagnetic behavior because 1 electron. This is we call it as Hund's rule, remember. These two orbitals are equal. Hence, remember, you cannot fill 2 here. Directly 2 here, 0 here. No, wrong it is. So, 1, 1 you have to fill. Then C2, KK, sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2. Sigma 1 ಅವೆರಡು ಬರೆದಿಲ್ಲ. Sigma 1s to sigma star 1s to you are not written. KK you are written. Fine. Sigma 2s to sigma star 2s to sigma pi 2 px to pi 2 py2. So total 8 electrons in the valence shell, 6 in the NB, 2 in the Na, so 2 in the star. So diamagnetic nature, 2 is the bond order. So N2 you can see 2 sigma 1 2s to total 10 electrons. Total N2 14 electrons. But I have considered only valence total electrons. Hence remember it is 10 I have written. Don't confuse with that. So 8 minus 2 diamagnetic 3. So oxygen KK sigma 2s to sigma 2s2. So total 12 electrons I have written, but oxygen is 16 electron. But here I have written only valence electron. Remember here I have written only valence electron. Hence it is 12 I have written 8 4. If you write 16 here, then it will 10 minus 6 here. 10 minus 6. So everything is same. Paramagnetic 2. But I will tell you the trick. Remember, trick to calculate bond order. Very simple, very simple. I will tell you. So having more than 14 or equal to 14 electron, less than 14 you have to write the formula like this. Write the formula, then go for the calculation with star, without star. So then minus Na, Nb minus Na, you will get bond order. But here it is not like that. More than 14 or less than, more than or equal to 14 electron if you have, starting from nitrogen, more than or equal to 14 if you have. Very simple. Nb minus Na divided by 2 you will write, correct? So Nb minus Na directly you will write 10 minus remaining electron. 10 minus remaining electron means what? See here. N2 I have taken 14 total electron, correct? Here we will not consider valence electron. Total electron we have considered. 14 electrons I have considered. Correct? So 14 valence electrons. 10 I will write first. Remaining is how many? 4, right? 10 minus 4 by 2 is equal to 3. Very simple, very direct. O2 you see 16 electron. 10 minus 6 by 2, 2. 10 minus 6 by 2, 2. O2 plus you can see 15 electron. 10 minus 5 by 2, 2.5. 10 is fixed. 10 is fixed, remember Nb. So remaining you take it as Na. So Nb minus Na you will get 10 minus 6, 10 minus 4, 10 minus 5 like that. Calculate directly. See. O2 minus 17, 10 minus 7 by 2, 1.5. 18, 10 minus 8 by 2. Very simple. O2 2 minus. Oxygen is 8. 2 means 16. 2 minus means add plus 2 is 18. So 10 minus 8 by 2. F2 you can see 18. 10 minus 8 by 2. CO 14. See, diatomic molecule you can apply this rule. First of all, molecular orbital theory is applicable only for diatomic molecules. Remember this point. Fix this point in your mind. CO 14. 10 minus 4 by 2. NO 15. 10 minus 5 by 2. 2.5. Like that. Remember this. Lastly, hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding is nothing but electrostatic force of attraction between covalently bonded hydrogen atom of the one molecule with the electronegative atom of the same or another molecule. So here one thing you remember, only these three elements can form hydrogen bond. Other than this, no hydrogen bond is possible. Example you see. If I consider HF, FH having a hydrogen bond. Dotted line indicates hydrogen bond. HF covalent bond. HF here, hydrogen bond. See here water, HO, like that. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Two types, inter and intra. Inter is nothing but remember, as the name indicates, hydrogen bond between two different molecules. See, all these are inter, between two molecules. Inter, water, NH3, HF, like that. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding is hydrogen bond between two atoms of the same molecule. Hydrogen and these electronegative atom of the same molecule. So like this orthonitrophenol is the best example. Orthohydroxybenzoic acid is the best example. See NO2OH, right? See bond like this. See hydrogen bonding. Intra, within molecule. Intra. See, if this OH is present para position, no, not possible. If it is OH present in para position, so paranitrophenol you can call it as not possible. Remember, adjacent it is possible. Here also adjacent it is possible. If this OH presented meta or para, it is not possible. See, this is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So between 2014 to 2018, 2 times I will show you this question. Very, very important. Remember, 2013 to 18. So 2 times it is asked on this. Finally, effect of hydrogen bonding. Compounds having hydrogen bond shows more boiling point. Remember, compounds having hydrogen bond shows more boiling point. Hence, remember, alcohols are having more boiling points than alkenes. Remember, so acids are having more boiling point than aldehydes because acids can form hydrogen bond very easily. See, hydrogen bonding and solubility in water directly proportional. If hydrogen bonding is there, solubility increases. For example, primary amines can form hydrogen bonding very easily. In organic chemistry, remember, so solubility is more. Note that one water molecule can form 4 hydrogen bonds. It was asked once, hence I have given 4 hydrogen bond. How it is? See, this is one water molecule. Now, hydrogen can form one hydrogen bond with another water molecule. This hydrogen can form another. Oxygen having two valency, correct? So it can form two hydrogen bonding like this, which can form two hydrogen bonding like this. So one water, 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrogen bond is possible for water. Lastly, isostar. Isostar means, remember, molecules or ions with same number of electrons and atoms. Isostar means same number of electron and atom. For example, you see N2CO Cn minus. All these are having 14 electron. You calculate N2 7 plus 7, CO 7 plus 8, so 6 plus 8, Cn minus 7 plus 8 minus means plus 1. So 14 electron system. So all these are having 14 electron system. 7 plus 6, that is 13 minus 1 means plus 1. All these are having same number of electrons and atoms. Atoms are same, you see. Here, 2 oxygen, 1 carbon, total 3. 2 nitrogen, 1 oxygen, total 3. 3 nitrogen, total 3 atoms. Electron you calculate, all it is having, remember, same number of electrons. Here, CH4 and NH4 plus, 16 electron. Here also 16 electrons. And number of atoms is 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen, 1 nitrogen, 4 hydrogen. So it is called as isostar. This completes, remember, chemical bonding synopsis part. As I told, this colorful notes if you want. So download the Telegram app in your mobile, and Telegram link is given in the description. So click on that, directly will add it to my group. In that group, I will share all these previous notes also, this notes also. You can download. Now we will discuss about chemical bonding previous year questions from 2013 to 2018. Very simple question. If the synopsis is very clear, you can solve these questions very easily. First one. The state of hybrid orbitals of carbon in CO2, CH4, CO3, 2 minus respectively. Here, we have to remember CO2, very famous one, correct? SP. CO2 is SP. So, only one option is having first SP. So, the answer is C here. See, you can save your time like this. CO2 is very famous. We know that. Or otherwise, CH4, SP3, only 2 options left. 2 options. Then you can think about CO2. Or you can do like this also. See, height H is equal to half into. For this I will apply half into valence electrons of carbon is, remember, so 4, right? 4. So 4. So it is divalent oxygen. Don't calculate. So 2 minus. So 4 plus 2 I will write. See that my hybridization video for this. So is equal to 6 by 2 is equal to 3. 3 means nothing but sp2. 3 means sp2. So the answer is C. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Very simple. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Remember. So in which case it is there? Orthonitrophenol. Very famous. Orthonitrophenol. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. 2018 asked question. 2019 I have not solved here because 2019 already I have solved in detail chapter wise. That was my second video of my channel, remember, before 2 months back. So that you can see the description, the link will be given. Like, which of the following structure of a molecule expected to have 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair? 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair present in which case? So, remember, sp3 hybridization, 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. What is the structure? Pyramidal. Famous ammonia, you remember, ammonia. So the answer for this question is D, pyramidal. Hybridization of carbon in diamond, graphite, ethine. Diamond and graphite hybridization in P block also I will tell. But ethine, we know that ethine, C triple bond CH. Triple bond is there means carbon. What is hybridization? Definitely it is sp. Remember, 2 options left. Then diamond is sp3. Graphite is sp2. So option is B. Option is B. Remember, very important. Now, very tricky question it is. Very tricky question. Main axis of diatomic molecule is Z. The orbitals px, py overlap to form. Remember, main axis is Z, they are told. Orbital px, py overlap to form. Which one? Generally we think sigma 2pz will write, correct? So in case of the molecular orbital theory, sigma 2pz. Molecular axis is Z means sigma bond is formed. So sigma. Then remaining x and y is there, correct? So x and y is there, hence what I will do? So in this particular case we are going to write pi 2px, pi 2py. Remember, because of this reason we will call that as pi molecular orbital is the answer. Correct? Pi molecular orbital. But remember, you will never get this. No bond is formed is the answer. Why no bond is formed? Why no bond formed is the answer. Remember, here I have told one thing. Only same energy and same symmetry orbital can combine to form molecular orbitals. Same energy and same this symmetry can form, remember. So pi 2px combined with 2px to form pi 2px pi star 2px. 2py combined with 2py to form pi 2px pi 2py pi star 2py. But in that pi 2px pi 2py same energy we have kept it here. It is not the meaning that px py overlap to form orbital. Remember, here it is wrong. So very tricky question. Remember 2016 asked question. Main axis is z. Orbital px py overlap to form which one? No bond is found because there is no overlapping possible at all. Remember that point. Now very simple. HCl gas is covalent, NaCl is ionic. Why? Sodium is highly electropositive. Remember, H is also electropositive. Hydrogen is non-metal. So it is not the reason. HCl is gas is not the reason, but ionic nature. Reason is electronegative difference between H and Cl is less than 2.1. Less than 2.1. Hence remember, this is covalent. HCl is covalent less than 2.1. NaCl more than this. Hence it is ionic. Remember that point. 2016 asked question. Using MOT, compare O2 plus and O2 minus. Which option is incorrect? Which option is incorrect? So remember. So such question, when the option is given, read all the four options. O2 plus is less stable, paramagnetic, higher end bond order than O2 minus, diamagnetic, paramagnetic. See, remember, you can eliminate two options here immediately. Immediately you can eliminate this option and this option. Because in this here they have given both are paramagnetic. In this they have given one is dia, one is para. Then definitely out of two one should be the answer. Very simple trick. Correct? Eliminating technique it is. Remove that options like this. So everywhere you cannot remove, but in some cases you can remove this. Now you think about this. Both are paramagnetic. O2 plus is diamagnetic. O2 minus is paramagnetic, which is correct. Now first we will see why oxygen is paramagnetic. See. Why oxygen is paramagnetic? See here I have written. Oxygen is paramagnetic because there is a 1 electron in pi 2px, 1 electron in pi star 2px, pi star 2py, 1 electrons we have. Hence it is paramagnetic. Now the meaning of O2 plus means what? 1 electron you have removed. 1 electron you have removed means definitely you will remove either this electron or this electron. But still there is a one lone pair, one unpair. One unpair means still that is paramagnetic. Remember, still that is paramagnetic. Fine. Now O2 minus. O2 minus means you will add another electron. See. 1 is there, you will add another electron. Where you will add? Either of 1. So here you added, just imagine 2 become. Means still one unpaired electron is present. Still one unpaired, so paramagnetic. So magnetic nature does not change. Both are paramagnetic. Is correct. So remember, option is this one. Correct option is this one. Why it is correct option? Because it is incorrect. Remember, why it is correct option? Because it is incorrect. Both are paramagnetic is the correct one. O2 plus less stable is also correct. Because O2 plus and O2 minus, you see the bond order. O2 plus bond order 2.5, O2 minus 1.5. Bond order increases, stability increases. Hence it is more stable is also correct. See, O2 plus have higher bond order, that is also correct. O2 plus 2.5, this is the 1.5. So that is also correct. Because of this reason, remember, answer is D. Then the pair of compounds having identical shapes for their molecule. Identical shapes for their molecule. Very simple. Remember SF4 I told. Very famous one. You remember SF4. SF4 comes under seesaw shape. But CH4, what is that? Tetrahedral. Then definitely they are not identical. So this is not the answer directly. Now BCl3 and ClF3. BCl3 hybridization is sp2. ClF3 calculate. See BCl3 hybridization is H is equal to half into boron is 3, the valence electron. So plus 3 divided by 2 because there is no charge. So it is equal to 6 by 2, 3, that is sp2. But ClF3 you see, ClF3. So hybridization is equal to 1 by 2 into Cl central 7 valence electron, halogen, plus 3 is there. 10 by 2 is equal to 5, sp3d. Then definitely these two never be same. These two never be same. Then ZnCl2. We know that ZnCl2 structure is Zn, ClCl. It is linear. Then XCF2 you see, hybridization. XCF2, hybridization is equal to half into X is 8 valence electron plus F2 means 2. So 10 by 2, there is no charge. So 5 sp3d. So sp3d hybridization, but only surrounding 2. Which means how many lone pair? 3 lone pair. How to calculate? See, it is equal to 5 the 5. Andre 5 bonds irbeku surrounding. Standard structure ige. ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೊ 2 ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಲೋನ್ ಪೇರ್. ಸೊ sp3d with 3 lone pair, what is the structure you see? sp3d with 3 lone pair. I will show you the structure. sp3d with 3 lone pair, 2 bond pair, linear structure. So both are linear, hence the answer is this. Remember, SO2 and CO2, definitely SO2 comes under, remember. So that also I will show you. SO2 comes under here, sp2, correct? sp2 V shape. CO2 comes under linear, so that is also not the answer. So the answer is ABC here. Hybridization of graphite and diamond, very simple. Graphite and diamond, which one? Graphite is sp2 and diamond is sp3. So within the second you can tell the answer. Fine. Number of antibonding electron present in O2 minus molecular orbital. O2 minus molecular orbital. See here it is O2 2 minus actually. Question is O2 2 minus actually. O2 2 minus molecular orbital. Whether I have done that, I will see first. So O2 2 minus molecular orbital. Correct? So O2 2 minus, see already I have done. See O2. Yes, O2 2 minus it is there. Correct? O2 2 minus it is there. Right. So O2 2 minus already I have done here. O2 2 minus, see O2 2 minus. So 10 is bonding, 8 is antibonding. Total 18 electron. Correct? 10 minus 8 by 2. 10 is bonding, 8 is antibonding. They are asking antibonding electron. So antibonding electron is 8. So answer is A. 8. 10 minus 8. Remember that. Then lastly, which of the following is diamagnetic? Very simple. Diamagnetic, which one? O2 is paramagnetic, very famous. S2 plus is paramagnetic because, so zero the one electron here. Only one electron present. So He2 plus 3 electron paramagnetic. But N2 is diamagnetic. So answer for this question is D. N2. D2sp3 hybridization gives, remember, D2sp3 will gives octahedral structure, standard octahedral structure. Intramolecular hydrogen bond is present in 2013 asked question. Intramolecular S2NS3 it is not present. Benzophenone structure we will see. Benzophenone COCH3. See, it will never form because there is no bond here. The only hydrogen is present, it will not form. But salicylaldehyde can form. Because salicylaldehyde you can say C double bond H, and here it is salicylaldehyde OH. See, this H and this oxygen can form hydrogen bond. So hence salicylaldehyde, the answer is B. Answer is B, remember. So intramolecular hydrogen present in B. So this is about chemical bonding, the synopsis plus previous year questions. If you understood this topic, please share to your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.